They care about one thing above all else, and that is power. Power now over all branches of government, power over religion, power over your health care. Remember, Kamala Harris won't even allow you to get private insurance if she has her way. Power over your businesses, power over schools, power over your rights, power over every aspect of our lives. And in order to get this power, they're willing to lie, deceive, not be transparent, and do everything and anything they can do to cover up the truth about what their real radical agenda is. For example, here's Senator Harris blatantly lying about Joe Biden's plan to raise your taxes. Remember what he said? I'm going to repeal the Trump tax cuts. That means all of our taxes will be raised. Take a look.
He says he's smart because he can take advantage of the tax code. And he does take advantage of the tax code. That's why I'm going to eliminate the Trump tax cuts. And I'm going to eliminate those tax cuts.
The truth and the fact is, Joe Biden has been very clear. He will not raise taxes on anybody who makes less than $400,000 a year.
He said he's going to repeal the Trump tax cuts.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
Well,
I'm speaking.
It'd be important if you said the truth. Joe Biden said twice in the debate last week that he's going to repeal the Trump tax cuts. That was tax cuts that gave the average working family $2,000 in a tax break every single year.
Senator, that is absolutely.
Every American that got a tax cut under Donald Trump will lose it. That means their taxes will go up. Senator Harris also flat out lying about fracking, and we've got the video evidence. Take a look for yourself.
I am not banning fracking. Let me say that again. I am not banning fracking. No more fracking.
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated and no more subsidies for either one of those.
So, first of all, I will repeat, and the American people know, that Joe Biden will not ban fracking. That is a fact.
Will you commit to implementing a federal ban on fracking your first day in office, adding the United States to the list of countries who have banned this devastating practice?
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So, yeah.
No more fracking, no more fracking will eliminate fracking. But we're not eliminating fracking. And when all else fails, Democrats, well, they always turn to more lies about race. That happened last night with Senator Harris once again accusing the president of never condemning white supremacists, following the lead of Joe Biden, who's been making these same false allegations. Now this, by the way, is easily documented as a lie also, that Joe and Kamala repeat over and over and over again, and they don't care that the evidence is proving otherwise. But to help educate them both, well, we have the videotape.
Ever heard this president say one negative thing about white supremacists? Have you ever heard it?
I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke.
I got back in this race because of what happened in Charlottesville. People coming out of the woods carrying torches, their veins bulging. Close your eyes and remember what you saw. And a young woman gets killed resisting the hate and violence, and the president gets asked to comment on it. What's he say? He says they're very fine people on both sides.
And you had some very bad people in that group. But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. And I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
You wouldn't even condemn David Duke, for God's sake.
I've rejected David Duke. I've rejected the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan. From the time I'm 5 years old, I rejected them.
26 days, if these liars in the Democratic Party, if they do well in the election and are able to carry out their stated radical agenda, America, the country you know and love, it will never be the same. Here with reaction, Fox News contributor Dan